did with everything. Yeah.
All right, Dean Lockwood, we are at Temple College in Temple, Texas. You're getting ready to face Baylor.
Yes.
I believe they're ranked number 3, but obviously they work at the consensus number 1 to start the season.
We look at them
An obvious question, you go up against Brittany Griner, you got to make shots. Is that what you're telling your team?
Absolutely. You know, that formula has kind of been in place for us and for others, the last 3 years. And, since beating them her first game of the freshman year, and then the ensuing 3 games that we've been beaten since then, I think that point and dynamics is, it's been 4, I think now. I think we're 1 and that would get it right, 1 and 4. But that dynamic has been illustrated too. So there's no question you have to make a certain degree of jump shots against them because she literally controls and dominates the paint defensively. So you're going to have to stick your fair share of jump shots.
At this point, you may be going in with 8 players because Izzy is going to be a game-time decision. Obviously, Tabor, Spaney, Holly just said makes the most sense to put in the starting lineup.
Yep.
Probably in that case, get the senior in there.
Yep.
That can help you, though, at this point, can it? Because Tabor has gotten her stroke back, hasn't she?
I think, as evidence of yesterday afternoon's game here at Texas, she has great confidence in her shot. She's been putting in, a fair amount of time with it. And I think, like any shooter going through that, you have to work through it. There's no easy answer, quick answer, and I'm doing this. Her mechanics are good. She's a good shooter. And a lot of times, sometimes you get on these little runs where it's just not going in. And I think now she's had some success here the last 2 basketball games. She's seen the ball go in, so her level of confidence is very, very good. So from a timing standpoint, I mean, losing somebody like Izzy is never good because Izzy just gives so much to this team. But I think to insert somebody like Tabor in the lineup in this type of game where we just mentioned there's a premium on making jump shots is good.
And then it is December. Obviously, you want to win every game when you tip the ball off.
Yep.
But you also keep in mind that it's December. This young team can learn a lot in Waco, can't they? That will be an incredibly hostile environment.
No doubt. Maria, these kind of games against this caliber of opponent, I mean, this is clearly one of the best teams in the country, if not the best team in the country. And, I think many people would be surprised if in April this team wasn't playing basketball in New Orleans. So I think this is a tremendous test for us, a tremendous test. And it's an opportunity to use it as a barometer because, in essence, we are a young program. With our new team and obviously new staff and all those new things that go along with us right now, we are kind of rebuilding and kind of going back to that, using this type of team as a measuring stick and barometer. So it's going to be a great test for our team to tell us where we are against this caliber opponent on the road and in the environment that you just mentioned.
Last thing, I don't know if you've seen it, AP poll number 10. I realize you guys don't pay attention to numbers. They don't mean a thing in December, but this is a top 10 program. Is there some kind of psychological boost? You are number 10 in the country now. I mean, that's where Tennessee historically has been. Is there some sort of, okay, that's a nice place right now?
Well, it's obviously, it's good to be recognized in that regard. But, yeah, as you just said, we don't pay a lot of attention to it. And for someone that's, for any pessimists that are out there or any maybe even realists, if you were to pull out our schedule and say, okay, if someone, let's say outside our program, were saying, okay, Tennessee's at Baylor, then they got Stanford at home. So take a snapshot of that number 10 because that could change in a hurry. But honestly, the numbers aren't as important to us as to how well we're playing and how hard we're playing. And I think the thing that's different now from a month ago, we're playing a little harder, we're executing a little better, we've got more people, as you just mentioned, we've got more people that are coming into their own and finding their rhythm. That's what we're really spending a lot of time. So being number 10, that's nice for the moment, but we've got some bigger picture items in mind.
Maybe that's a better way to put it. It speaks to what you've done so far.
Yep.
You lost all those seniors.
Yep.
You lost Pat Summit.
Yep.
Holly's a first-year head coach. You came in with all these freshmen. You still managed to get to this point, 7-1 and number 10 in the country. That does speak to the program keeping itself where it should be.
Oh, absolutely. And I tell you what really speaks to loudly is our players. The fact that they took that first loss and, as humbled as they were by it and as tough as that was and as tough as we were on them for those next several days, they have responded. They have defended better. They've rebounded better. Our offensive execution has gotten a little bit better. There's so much we can still do with that. But I think it's a real credit to 11 players more so than anybody else. We credit them. They deserve that.
All right. Thank you, Dean.
Thank you.